Hello, ladies. How are you doing? Ladies, can you wonderful. Turn on your cameras, please.
Good.
Go. We'll get started in a minute. Just turn on your cameras. Mhm. Wonderful. Well, Mansoor, David, camera. Wonderful. And funny enough, let me connect my camera. Oh, so today we're going over objection handling. Before we get started, does anybody have any questions? No. Let me just get the wire for my camera. So can everybody please list or write down 5 objections that they, or up to 5 objections that they may potentially consider to be struggling or difficult to handle? If you have 0 to write down, just put down 0 in the chat. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Very good. So let's put all of these onto a docs and then we're going to go through them one by one. We'll do a little bit of talk on objection handling, and that should be that for this call. Mansoor, how is where men an objection?
No, you said like how you ladies, and we're not all of us ladies, obviously. So yeah.
Obviously is a strong word to use in that circumstance. So I'm just copy and pasting all of this into, and what's wrong with being called ladies? Mansoor, are you saying that there's anything wrong with ladies?
I'm too masculine, no?
Huh? Yeah, honestly,
Because
I wouldn't use the word masculine. That's even weaker than the previous point. This shouldn't be your job. Is that an objection?
yeah, one of the people I called Cole in the past, he said that like you guys, agency owners, like making our job far much more difficult because you don't have enough experience to deal with the different prospects and leads and so on. So
Okay, cool. So let me just share my screen. So we're going to make this a little bit more interactive, as next week I believe is going to be a lot more theory. So over here, these are our objections. Now, raise your hand on the basis that you would like to handle the objection as other people have put it, so you can handle it. Wonderful. So, who here has a response to it's too expensive? Thought so. Alex, give me the two-part response. So what's the first thing you say?
How much can you afford?
Nope.
Is
I was
the
hoping you were
second
gonna
part?
get it. Yes, that is one of the second parts. What's the first part?
It depends.
What do you mean by it's too expensive?
Okay, good. Give me a bit more detail. Karen?
Did you say my name?
Yep.
I would say like maybe on the base that it was for free. Would you do it?
Nope. That's not the first thing that we need to cover.
What exactly is too expensive?
First thing we have to figure out when someone says, is it too expensive? Is it based on their finances that it is too expensive for them to literally afford? Or is it the value? They think it's too expensive for what they're receiving. Right? Both of which have different responses. So on the basis that it is finances versus value. So what do we say when it's finances?
How much can you afford?
Now, obviously, you don't necessarily say this specific. There's 1,000 ways to say it. There are better ways to say what can you afford, right? Because it also it may come across, if you say it incorrectly, as I'll take anything, what can you afford, right? And then value, what do we do here?
Well, I guess you can bring out objections based on the value. Like, well,
Yes.
where are your concerns? Like, what parts
So,
do you have
yeah.
concerns about? So maybe we can go through it again.
Product breakdown and it's either you go down for the product breakdown and the evaluation of said products, or we look at ROI. Break down the ROI based on what they said their conversion rates to be, so on and so forth. Now, how can we handle this before objection handling? In the beginning of the call, how can we handle this? How can we pre-handle this objection? David?
Question though, there is like partner and business partner. So I'm assuming that the first partner deals with like spouse.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Okay, we'll put this one later on. So I can't trust you. What is the first aspect of this? This is very similar to this one over here.
Yeah, like it might be because of finances, like they don't trust us because our offer is too expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about expertise that we are not able to actually deliver the fact that we are knowing what we're doing.
Yes, but the first thing that we have to do is personal versus business. Is it that they do not trust us as an individual, or is it that they do not trust the business / the service? Because that's where the trust would be. It lies in one of these two, right? And if you go down the business route and it's personal, you're not going to fucking get anywhere. And if it's personally, they don't trust you as an individual, and you keep talking about the service, you're wasting your time. Yes. Now, what do we do to handle personal? Karen. You had said it before.
Okay, yeah. I get it.
Cool. And what do we do when it is service? Exact same thing.
Expertise.
Over here. No. When it comes to the no. When it's personal, it's niche expertise. They need to know that you know what the fuck you're talking about. And business/service is a product breakdown. Even here, I would even
But
say
how
process.
can we phrase that? Because like we can't just like start bragging about everything we know about the niche, right?
No. So on the basis that someone says, I don't trust you personally, you know where you fucked up. They don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about. Yes? And the way to pre-handle that is niche expertise.
No pre-handle. What
Yes.
if
But now,
you
okay. On the basis that they say, I don't trust you, I don't believe that you've worked here. Now, my concern is that you won't actually have the knowledge. But on the basis that you have the knowledge because you bothered to read, you can then flex a bunch of niche expertise in their area to then challenge them, saying, what aspect of your area do you think I don't know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Granted, that has to be done very well and not aggressively, right? But it's just like a very big, quick flex. So I'm just going to use it as an example here. Let's just go into real estate, right? Let's say someone says that in real estate. What you can do is define A to Z, the process. Do this part here in a wonderful monologue. Will help you very, very much. Make sense? Right? I'm going to use an example. Now, granted, I'm going to say this, it's going to make me look like I discriminate, but I don't really give a fuck. I was at a meeting with these guys who manage trusts, right? So it's like an introduction to how they manage a trust and getting started with a trust, so on and so forth. Yes. And then one of Rudra's cousins asked the question. Yes. And do you know what I mean when I say Rudra's cousins? Rudra, what do I mean?
Pakistani.
No, this guy was Indian. I don't know why you're being racist.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. But like heavy, heavy accent, right? Now, granted, I don't care. Yes. I may stereotype people, but I don't discriminate people, right? So that's my line with it. Now, as soon as he spoke, I was thinking, why the fuck is he wasting these people's fucking time? Shut up. I want to listen to more stuff. Yes. But then pure gold came out of his mouth. Like genuine pure gold. Like he was just talking all the points on the complexity of trusts and challenging the people. And then I was there like, he knows a bunch of stuff. Yes. And then automatically he had gained, not that it matters, but he had gained my confidence in what he had said because he has showed me he knows what he's talking about. Does this make sense? Yes. So how do we pre-handle? I need to speak with my business partner first. Easiest way to handle this.
Just ask before if they
Yes.
have if they're the decision maker.
Cool. Now, on the basis that they do not have that not all decision makers are there, what do we do?
Schedule.
Or there's another thing that we do. Do not share the pricing. Yes. Now they may say, oh, but I need to know the pricing. You handle that by saying, no, you need to know about the ROI. My pricing makes sense for the value that we produce. what I care more about is, do you think that we are able to do our work to a high level, and in turn, your business partner as well? Make sense? Cool. I don't think you can deliver what you're saying. What do we do?
Showing
Personal
expertise.
versus value.
Same as this. That's what first thing that you have to do. Because fundamentally, it is the same thing being implied, just being said differently. Now, give me 3 ways to handle this one here. Results first, payment afterwards.
Like to explain them that this isn't the right way how it works, and make a deal, like some percentage of the offer right on the front and another left amount after the results.
What else can we do?
Another is to explain that you don't work for free, like to be more strict. So I don't work for free. And let's be honest, would you trust somebody who works for free
Good.
to be good at what they do?
Ask him or a question that if you were at my place, what would you do? Like you will give it for free or something else?
It's very similar. That's just an alteration of this. Give me one more.
I mean, we could go and figure out why. It could be a value thing. Figure out exactly why he wants to get results first. It might be because he doesn't trust, and then we do the value. Like,
I say that again.
maybe he has. So basically, it might stem from lack of trust, in which case we do the previous thing as well. Like we can ask
I'm gonna-
why. So then it's business versus personal again.
Cool. I would change it. So the final one is mindset.
Mm.
Wonderful. Okay, this shouldn't be your job. I don't know. Mansur, explain.
Like they say that they should be doing this job and not you, because you don't have enough experience in the field to work on this.
It's just fuck you. I don't know.
Yeah,
But based on what? But where does it come from? But then
like
that would be your fault. Yes, because you're showing a lack of competence.
like how? Like what should I say then?
Show competence. Like the only time someone should say this to you is because you're too good and you should be doing more.
Like they say they are in the field for about 40 years. Then what should I say? Like I've been here for like 2, 3 years. Wouldn't really make sense, you know.
Why?
Yeah, but they have their own field and you have your own field.
But what if they think it's kind of connected, you know,
But what's your niche?
real estate?
No. So you're saying because you have been 2 years, nobody should work with you. Is that the logic? There is
No,
nothing
not
logical
really.
about what, like I get the point, but it's not a logical point. Because to that logic, nobody should ever do anything. Like, simple example, they are the best at what they do. They were once not the best at what they do. 40 years later, they're the best at what they do. Yeah. I don't like this objection because this is just like low IQ behavior. You shouldn't get that objection. If you get that objection, you should question the sales call. I need to sleep on it.
What's gonna change?
Very good.
I mean, we can ask why, try to figure out. Maybe there's a different reason. Maybe there is yeah,
Yes.
concerns.
We could ask is if there's anything specific that concerns them to sort of go
Yeah,
deeper.
that's asking why. So
Yeah.
mindset, why? Where else is the problem? And now there's one more thing that you can do when someone says, I need to sleep on it. It starts with a D.
Deflection.
Nope. Has no one got it yet?
Let's start now, and then you can take all the time you need to sleep on it. Pay me money, and then think.
Deposit, yeah, of course, of course.
Once you get to the
What
fucking
a
T,
what a surprise! Yeah, what a surprise!
Oh.
Yeah.
Dealing with geniuses. So I need to speak to my partner.
Well, but deposit means that, right? Like pay me a deposit and then sleep on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What
then
would you
one-
say? Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
what
me.
would you say you need to go over with your partner? Kind of. Okay, let me rephrase it. There's the thing. Okay, what would you say you'd like to speak with your partner? Oh, fuck. Okay, go on. No, listen to me. I'll figure it out later. Yes.
Mindset, asking why. Yes.
I had this happen this week. The sales call went pretty well. He was happy about the service. He was like down, but the problem is that he has another one running that he just started. I convinced him to do both, and then he said, "Oh, I'm married for 40 years." When I asked why, so every decision we pray together and then we discuss it. It's just how we do it. So I was like, okay, let's reschedule. We rescheduled on the call, and then apparently she made them realize that it's too expensive, even though he reacted that it's too cheap in the beginning because he's like making enough.
What the
And now
fuck?
he won't even go on the call.
Yes, it's because you're an idiot. And you let him leave the call so he can pray.
But last time we did objection handling, you said that the rescheduling is also an option when it comes to partner, no? I rescheduled it to have both of them together.
Say that again? Say that again,
So
sorry.
last time we did objection handling, you said that one option, if you see that there is no deeper reason to it, is to reschedule to have both of them on. That's what I did.
Yes,
And
but then what you should have done is
There we go.
suitable. And then
So what, like
understand
just make him pay the build-up fee or like a small portion?
small, however the fuck you want, right? Like however you want. One thing, and this is the fact, if somebody says that they are interested, you then suggest a deposit, and they are not willing to do the deposit, it means one thing. What does it mean?
No trust?
They're not convinced with the service.
They were never interested in the fucking first place. And then you have to then go into mindset and figure out where is the problem, because you've missed something big. Right?
How do you phrase asking them to do a deposit without sounding greedy?
By making it sound like a normal part of your process. Right? Making it
So
sound
it's something like
Yeah.
oh yeah, like okay, in that case, let's reschedule. I'll just send you an invoice for like 20% for a deposit, just so we're on the same
Yes.
page, and then something like this.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And just move forward with it.
Okay.
Right? Now there's multiple options on deposits. Those that get started typically will go for a deposit that is refundable. Yes. Feel free at the same time to do a non-refundable deposit. Right? There's lots of businesses that do not give back deposits, and they make people aware. Yeah, this is non-refundable, but obviously we're going to get started, so that doesn't matter. All right. Now, we're going to do a little bit of fun with this. Give me 1 second.
Could you send a screenshot of the drive, which is the link?
Yeah.
Yes, but I will. Okay, just take a screenshot now.
Done.
Cool.
Thank you.
Done.
So we're going to play a fun game. Yeah. Where you guys, you need to understand that your goal here is to be harsh, use your brain, and last person standing. Yes. So you are going to pick somebody, right? And you need to win the objection handling. So names will be written out here. When I mention your name, pick one person to go up against, give them any objection here or any other objection. People will have 2 lives. Yes. So let's go with Karen. Karen, Tommy. Wonderful. So, Karen, you're first. Pick a person, give them an objection. Your ass is to make them stutter, stumble, and not be able to handle the objection. Make it as difficult as you can, and understand that it's last person standing. So either take out one of the strongs, take out one of the weaks. You guys can work together to bully one person. Everyone has 2 lives. Karen, pick your target.
Okay, Mansoor, let's go.
Oof.
I need to speak with my business partner first.
What is it about? Like, could you tell me more? Like, do you have any questions?
Oh, no, I don't have any questions. Just we've been like working together for the past 30 years and we've
Yeah.
never ever made a decision without each other. So let's just meet next week and then I will be able to give you an answer, right?
I see. In that case, like what we're going to do is just put in like 20% deposit and it's refundable. And then we can like schedule a call maybe tomorrow or next week. Yeah.
Why do you want me to give you a deposit if we're not like we've not signed yet, right? Like how can I make sure that you're not lying to me?
Well, I told you like it's refundable and just to make sure that we're on the same page. So everything is okay.
Okay, but if it's refundable, then it doesn't matter, right? So I will it doesn't matter whether I will pay right now or next week, right?
Well, it's part of our policy in the agency just to make that we're on the same page and like to build kind of trust. So yeah.
Yeah, but why should I follow your policy? We've not signed yet. Like I said, I will touch base with my business partner. I will get back to you next week.
Well, I told you it's refundable. Everything is okay. I'm not going to run away with it.
Do you need this money right now because you don't have any other clients?
No, as I told you, it's just a simple policy in our agency. It's a small portion of the bill of fee. It's completely refundable.
Why do you
Just
need
to
this
make
fee?
sure. It's part of our policy. That's it.
Yeah, but why did you set up the policy like that?
Because
Get, I don't know what part of money.
like our agency built that way, and we put certain policies to just make sure that we are on the same page with our clients.
All good. Karen, you lost the point there. Mansoor, well done. You handled it relatively well. Tommy, pick your target.
Dio.
Of course. Let's go.
Do it, man. Let's do it. I don't think you can deliver what you say.
Why is that?
I just don't think you have the experience in the field. I don't think you're I don't think you can deliver the results based on what you said. I don't think you know the market enough.
Again, why do you do you think I don't have the experience?
Because what you said doesn't speak to me in terms of feeling that you do have the experience.
Okay, so let's go over it again. So I book your agency anywhere from 20 to 40 meetings a month, right? We take the industry average close rate of 20%. That's anywhere from, I guess, 4 to 8 clients a month. And you're telling me that this doesn't make sense for your agency.
You're just saying that I've got a feeling that there's a feeling in my gut that you can't deliver that. I don't
Okay,
think you
so
have
it's a trust thing then.
So yeah, basically.
Dear, you're doing well. That break was too long.
Okay.
Alex,
Let me pick. I'll go with Tommy. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. All this sounds great and you presented very well, but I just don't trust you. I don't know you. I haven't talked to you before. Why should I give you money?
What is it you don't trust about me? You don't think I can deliver, or was it something in the
No,
presentation?
you just rubbed me off the wrong way. Like, even though the presentation is good, I understand the service, you just don't seem like a person who would do it well.
I don't know what the context is of the thing, so I don't know what to say. But yeah,
wonderful. Mansoor, you still here?
Let's hope that shit like that doesn't happen in an actual sales call.
It can happen. Mansoor? Okay, Dio.
Let's go with David.
You guys are really bad at this. I would be aiming for people who have got fucking points off just to take them off the board. Yes. Okay. David, go against David.
David, I need to speak to my partner.
Hey, why is that? Can I know?
Yeah, well, look, we've been in business for 20 years at this point. We're always sharing, especially with business. It's 50% for vote is 50% for him, 50% for me. So it's kind of 50-50, right? So I definitely need to speak with him on this. But I'll make sure to get back to you. Can we book a meeting for 3 days from now? Would that work?
Yeah, I need to check my schedule, but what if we made a deposit of 20%?
Yeah, a deposit of 20%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, definitely.
Man, it's the policy of our agency.
Yeah,
This is
sure. It's a policy of your agency, but as I
Yeah.
told you, with my partner, we need to both agree on paying whatever amount for the business, okay? So again, let's do this. Let's book a meeting for 3 days from now. You could pop your booking link in the chat. I'll make sure to book. And
I
by
don't
that
have
time,
a problem with you having a rescheduled
say
meeting,
that
but
again. Say that again. I can hear you.
I don't have a problem with you having another meeting, but it
Okay,
will be
let's do
very
this.
good
Yeah,
if you made
okay.
a 20% deposit, man. Because
20. You seem
yeah,
like you're looking for a 20% deposit. Like,
no, it's a agency
look,
policy.
if I'm gonna pay a 20% deposit now, why don't we just do the same thing next time? It just won't be a deposit. I don't know, after I talk to him, we might go for you, we might not go for you, but we could just do the full payment then.
No,
Would
like
that
what
work?
if you and your partner decisions like remain the same?
Say that again?
What if you and your partner's decisions remain the same?
If what remains the same?
If your decision remains the same.
Okay. Well, I don't know. As I told you, I'm gonna speak to him, see what's up. Then in 3 days we could book another call and talk on that. Would that work?
No, like I have only one thing, make 20%
Yeah.
deposit, man.
Yeah. I'm not doing that deposit right now. Okay.
what to do at this point. I don't have any idea.
You're both shit, but Rudra got distracted by the real world, so he fucked up. Wonderful. Mansoor, have your turn. Pick somebody.
Dio?
He was getting the most practice out of these videos.
I just need time to think about it. I just can't go with it. So I need just some time
Yeah,
to sleep
sure.
on it.
What would you say you need to think about? Is there anything specific that concerns you?
Well, I can't say so because it's new to me, so there's different aspects to think about it. I can't really figure the exact questions that or exact points that I need to mention now. I just need some time to think about it.
Okay, of course. Could you break down, say, the biggest thing that's worrying you, that causes some kind of confusion?
Well, as I told you, I can't really think of any now, but there's like
Well,
different
if you
aspects. It's all new concept to me, like having an agency to get me leads and so on. So
Okay, is there anything wrong with having an agency get you leads? Or
no,
again,
it,
you
it
said
just
you couldn't think of anything that concerns you. So is there anything that concerns you at all?
no, it's a new concept to me. I just need to do some due diligence and search about the concept and contact different people in the same niche to learn more about this thing.
Okay, so look, a mentor of
Yeah.
mine once told me that it doesn't take time to make decisions, it takes information. So tell me, what info would I need to give you for this to work out?
Yeah, that's fine, Mansoor. You did not do good enough on pushing. So we're back to Karen. Karen, who would you like to try and eliminate and not eliminate yourself?
Tommy, let's go. So I really think this is too expensive. I cannot do it right now.
It's too expensive, so
Thank you, Tommy. Goodbye, Tommy. Alex?
Let me pick Mansoor.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Choose quickly. Look, man, I'm down to work with you. Only if you give me a result-based deal. I will pay you even more than what you're asking for, and I will pay you 40% of all the deals you close me.
Well, with all due respect, but I don't think that would really make sense. As I told you, I show you different clients that we've worked in the past with, and you
Right,
can
I don't
see.
care. I'm my own client. I'm like, why would you work with me exactly the same as you work with everybody else? Aren't you supposed to adapt?
No, like we have a system in the agency that we've been going through the past years, and it's same for the all. So yeah. So it doesn't make sense for me to work for you for free and then you pay me something. I just like you're going to pay first and then I'm going to deliver the results. This is how it works. So
Why would I pay you first? To me, this seems like a lack of confidence. Because if you're so happy, if you're so confident in the results that you can bring, you should be happy because 40% of my deals is gonna end up, if you deliver what you promise, is gonna end up being 5 times more than what you're actually asking for. Wouldn't you not be happy to 5x your profit on this? Or are you just not sure you can actually deliver me the results?
well, it's not really, we're completely confident, but it's really not about the confidence. It's about like sticking to the systems that we laid in the foundation of our agency that we've been going through so many years. So yeah, and if I'm not really, I'm going to just put the effort, then getting paid, I wouldn't really be a business owner. I would be just having a 9 to 5. So yeah.
Okay,
How would
you
you
You were both doing fine until Mansoor gave an example that does not make any sense at all.
Well, it makes sense. Like in the
What?
normal life, you're going to work 9 to 5, then at the end of the month, you're going to get paid something. So
No, but you get paid based on the hours that you work. So if you were to quit halfway, you still get paid for what you work.
but still, it's
So
the same concept.
it's not the same concept. Because then on performance, you can work halfway and then stop, and then you don't get paid. 9 to 5, you get paid not on the value that you bring, but the hours that you put in. Does that make sense, Mansoor?
Yeah, if you could say that.
And you should have gone down the route of it's up to him to close. So that's his part of his business, not your part of your business. You are there to get him appointments, not close deals. So you don't want your impact to be affected by either his super good closing or super shit closing. You want to get paid for what you do. Make sense?
Yeah, completely makes sense. That's true.
Okay, deal.
Thomas.
Thomas
Man,
is out.
everything. Oh,
Thomas
he's
is
out. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, let's get someone. Oh, fantastic. Oh. Karen.
Oof.
Karen, everything you've told me so far seems promising, but I would only go for this if it's results based.
Wait, like what exactly do you mean by results based?
Yeah, I'll need to first see results and pay afterwards, if that makes sense.
Okay, wait a second. So you say you're first of all you're going to see results, and the payment is only in the end if you get the appointments, right?
Yes, it's win-win for both parties.
Okay, so excuse me, actually I'm just a little bit surprised. Like that's the first time I hear something like that. We really can do this. So we as an agency, we work like that. We're getting the money first. We deliver the results for you. You have a guarantee from us. That's what we can deliver you, but we're not going to work to you for free.
Yep, sure. No, like I have, let me check my calendar. Yeah, I have goes with 3 more agencies like yourself in the next 5 days, so I'm sure they'll be happy to go for something like this. Is that fine?
I really don't think that they are going to stick to that. And actually, if you're going to the gym, for example, do you pay at the beginning of the month or do you pay at the end of the month?
Yeah, sure, that makes sense. But again, even though if I'm not mistaken, one of the agencies are completely paper results, right? So it'd be completely fine with them.
I think so.
So my question is,
Your
why would they
niche,
want to
and I
go
know
for
other
you?
agencies and their niches. You will not find any agency that's going to work not
Yeah. But it's literally on the site of one of the agencies I'm having a call with in the next 5 days. So I'm sure they'll be up for it because that's what their offer is.
So is it because you're not trusting us for you to deliver the results?
No, it's because just zero risk. If you were in my shoes, you wouldn't want to pay a huge retainer or upfront costs. You'd like to see first results and then pay. Makes sense.
Okay, I see your point. I totally see your point. You're talking about risk right now. Did you understand the guarantee we showed you on the last slide? It implicates that based on us not delivering you results, you'll have a total money back guarantee. But this is
Karen,
something.
yeah, when you bring up a guarantee saying money back, you are putting into the idea that that may happen, which isn't the route that you want to go down. You never want to like push the guarantee too much because it's like a push from a point of weakness. What you wanted to do in this circumstance is tell him this. You have to rearrange his mindset. First, you have to hit it with, oh, can you not afford us? Is it like affordability? Like you don't have the money for it? That's going to tweak him just for a hot second. Then based on his reaction, most likely the route that we go down is, well, on the basis that they're performance based and on the basis that you can afford us, then it's just down to who is more competent. As an example, they could be for free or better or worse than we are. Yes. So why don't you go for both? Why don't you get started with us, work for them on a performance basis? This way you're maximizing your chances of success and results by working with two rather than one. What's stopping you there? And then you find a middle ground through negotiation.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
I'm sorry to say, Karen, you got beat by a 15-year-old. Yeah. Alex, Rudra has failed by just not being here. So
Oh, did he leave?
Alex has, yeah, he left. So Alex has 2 lives, Dio has 1. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to speak with my business partner first. Every financial decision we do together.
Of course. I'm curious. What would you speak with him on? Is there anything specific?
Just discuss the service, see if he thinks it's a good investment. If we share the same opinion, if we both decide that it's a good investment, we brainstorm together, then we'll be happy to pay you.
Okay, got it. Is there any part of the whole process? I just want to make sure that when you guys end up talking about it, you have full clarity on, what is it exactly that we're doing, all of our processes. I guess, would you be against going over the whole process just to confirm that you're, you
Oh,
would
yeah, you
be
fucked up.
able?
No, you fucked up. By the way, one thing I missed out on this over here was when someone says, I need to speak to a business partner, tell them, sure, give them a call. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a classic
First thing to
one.
test is the availability of the business partner.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonderful. Well done, Alex. Congratulations. You beat a bunch of people. Yes. Now, personally, I would have knocked out people way earlier. I'm just going like targeting. Like I would have tag teamed with somebody else just to get everyone out. So, does anyone have any questions relevant to what we've discussed?
One objection I forgot about how to deal with somebody who says, oh, like I'm busy, I can't spend more time on this call, therefore I'm gonna go do my job and then we'll connect, we'll talk.
Buy or die. They're asking for permission to leave the call. Don't give them permission.
Right? What if they say, oh, look, I have an appointment, I have a meeting in 10 minutes, I just can't
Right.
stay
Good.
here with you.
Buy or die, keep going.
Until,
like, if you see that they're using it as an excuse, keep them on the fucking call. Like, they can leave whenever the fuck they want. You're not gonna agree to them leaving.
But what if, like, I can't tell, like you can't always tell that it's an excuse, maybe it's just like they actually have to go.
Statistically speaking, is it more likely or not to be an excuse?
Probably yes, but it also depends, I guess.
More
Okay.
often than not, it will be an excuse. So statistically speaking, always do buy or die.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a situation where they told me in the beginning that they have like this 1 hour, and then when I see that we're approaching the end, do I reschedule or do I just try to speed it up instead?
You either reschedule, it's all based on timing. 1 hour is tight, right? You can close the prospect in 1 hour, close the prospect in under 10 minutes, right? The only thing is, what happens if you're coming up to the hour and you can close them, but you don't have enough fucking time to close them? Yes, because one thing a prospect, go ahead.
Does it depend on what stage we are?
Yes.
Like if we haven't gone through the presentation, do I just kind of keep him curious?
If you haven't gone through the presentation within 1 hour, you are either amazing and negative rapport and should have closed them by that 1 hour without showing them a presentation, or you're fucking up. Like discovery and presentation should be done within 15 minutes. Like 10 to 15 minutes, you should be done with all of that.
Takes me longer
Like,
discovery usually than
Huh?
15 minutes. So discovery takes me longer than 15 minutes usually.
Is that including negative rapport?
Yes.
If it's including negative rapport, perfectly fine. But if it's not, and with financial planners, I'd be surprised that it is more often than not. 15 minutes should be all you need. 10 to 15 minutes, you have everything you need. Wonderful.
I've had like the
That's-
longer ones were like people that love talking,
Okay.
but then they also have complex situations. So then, like, do I interrupt them even if it feels like the information might be helpful later on?
No.
Like there's
If a prospect is over speaking, get them to stop over speaking, and it will help you with your frame.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, that's all for this session. I don't want to keep you just for the sake of keeping you. Try to make it more efficient. So I'll see you in your next session. Is everyone booked in for the next session? Yep. Karen, you booked in?
Not yet. I'm planning for next week.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll see you guys. See ya.
Bye.